Hello everyone, this is dictation from GD Bist, volume number 4. Speed will be 100 words per minute. So be ready. 5 seconds. Start.
Sir, my second contention is what is the role of the Planning Commission? There was a great furor that the Planning Commission was supposed to be a super cabinet by men like the late John Mathai. Personally, I myself would be happy if it becomes a type of super cabinet. My complaint is that it is not. It is an inferior version of our union cabinet. That is the real difficulty. The Planning Commission's main role should be an advisory role. To advise properly, they must have sufficient expertise. They must have a band of competent people with them, and also they must have necessary stature for it. Take for example any person of the Planning Commission. I have nothing against them. They are good people and their tribe should increase, but what I am worried about is that they must have sufficient stature to give sometimes unpalatable advice also to the Union Cabinet and advice to a man of the stature of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. They must stand very boldly and say that you are violating the priorities. You are giving attention to the non-essential things and you must aim on the essential things first. That much stature they must have. They must get domestic and foreign experts. They must get them from people like the World Bank and then alone they can fulfill their role faithfully and successfully. Otherwise, they may not fulfill their important role. They may have good intentions, but good intentions alone are not sufficient. They are necessary, but they need sufficient attention. Another thing is that the crux of the problem is agriculture. It appears as if self-sufficiency in food and green revolution is working as per reports by the government from time to time. If we see the increases as per the reports, we are happy that we have progressed towards self-sufficiency. We are also proud that we have produced scientists in agricultural engineering and in different subjects pertaining to agriculture. They are very talented research scientists, but it appears they are all fighting for existence. Their activities are limited in the research centers only. What about the real backbone of agriculture in rural areas? Sir, we have not been able to distribute our know-how in the rural areas. At the time of the appropriation bill, I had given certain suggestions about the location of agricultural colleges in our country. I believe not a single agricultural college is situated in rural area. It remains in the sophisticated area. So much so, sometimes the students go on stroke for shower bath and stainless steel utensils in their hostels. We have to go to the rural areas and establish some colleges where these scientists will go and work for research. They could educate the students, educate the farmers' sons who would go and till their fathers' lands. I only want to suggest that the act should be applied in such a manner that cultivators are not harassed. Mr. Chairman, sir, with great anguish, I rise to draw the attention of this House to the persisting problems of the handloom weavers of our nation, with particular reference to the problems of the handloom weavers of Tamil Nadu. Sir, next to agriculture, the largest employment-oriented industry is handlooms, which accommodates 3 crores of handloom weavers, and the landloom industry is being ignored day by day by the central government. Sir, during November or December last year, the government had announced that 22 items of products would be reserved for the handloom industry, but some people have gone to the court of law and got a stay order, and that stay order has not yet been got vacated by the government. Now I request the government to come forward with a new legislation or amendment which may be incorporated in the ninth schedule of our constitution to protect the interests of the handloom weavers. As regards the rebate period, day by day the government is reducing the period of 60 days to 45 days, and now the government is intending to disallow and discontinue the entire rebate period. The state of Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, West Bengal and UP are demanding to maintain and restore 60 days of rebate period as it was before. Sir, the handloom sector is highly employment oriented and gives succor to the rural and semi-urban areas, while in the power loom sector, one person can produce 80 meters of cloth on a power loom in 2 shifts of 8 hours each. In the handloom sector, one person can turn out only 10 meters of handloom fabrics with the same infrastructure and hours of work. Hence, the handloom sector offers more employment opportunities, and with an investment of merely rupees 2000, it would employ 5 persons in a day. So, to mitigate the sufferings of the weavers, the government should come forward to provide employment to their wards and children in public sector departments. Sir, the cess collected from the mills should be exclusively utilized for the handloom industries, and it should not be diverted to the general revenues of India. Another thing is that raw materials such as yarns and dyes are purchased at exorbitant rates. The rates of yarns supplied to the handloom industry are 30% higher than those supplied to the composite mills. Hence, this leads to a heavy difference in the cost of production itself. At the rate that government should come forward to compensate this difference and to make the oldest cottage industry of the land viable. Sir, the prevailing market price of yarns to be utilized to produce handloom fabrics have increased by rupees 500 per bale, and thereby the cost of production of the handloom fabrics has also increased. Hence, the government should consider controlling the hike in the price of yarns or coming forward to supply them to the handloom weavers at subsidized prices. It will save the handloom industry.